Now, we don't know what it means yet, but I'm going to break it down the best way I possibly can to see how it relates to boxing or the matchmaking and things like that as far as the future is concerned. So Oscar De La Hoya has purchased shares from two large shareholders, Brener and AEG. AEG, I know of them because I covered the Conrad Murray and Katherine Jackson wrongful death lawsuit. So AEG is the company that hired Dr. Conrad Murray to look after Michael Jackson before his death. Katherine Jackson, the mother of Michael Jackson, sued AEG for wrongful death. Long story short, you can associate them with being a shareholder with Golden Boy Promotions, the other company being Brener. Now, Oscar De La Hoya owns 87%. Richard Schaefer, who is still under contract with Golden Boy Promotions until 2018, he still gets paid from Golden Boy Promotions. He's the former CEO. So people keep saying he's going to leave and go with Haymon and Mayweather. You know, just stop it. Just stop it. There's also a $50 million arbitration going on between Golden Boy Promotions and Richard Schaefer. So arbitration means a quiet mediation where no details are discussed, but they're in a room together and say, all right, listen, I want my $50 million. You did this, and everything, but you're lucky I can go to the media. No, so you got that going on. You got the fact that IEG and most likely Brener were brought in by Richard Schaefer. They requested, according to ESPN, Dan Rafael, that Oscar De La Hoya buy them out. Why? It's because allegedly Golden Boy Promotions hasn't been profiting for quite some time, or there hasn't been a substantial return on the investment. So when you have shareholders, people are invested in you. They say, okay, all right, yeah, I want to own a certain part of your business, and we'll make sure you got this. AEG, for example, they got the Staples Center, StubHub Center, and these are places where Golden Boy Promotions and even Oscar De La Hoya fought himself. So you have to think, well, wait a minute. How does this play into the future? We also know that Golden Boy Promotions has a very small amount of fighters that's actually signed to Golden Boy Promotions. Hence the reason why Oscar De La Hoya wants $50 million from Richard Schaefer. You're the CEO, but you're allowing fighters that fight on our cards to sign with a manager, but not sign with us, but then they still fighting on our cards. You're not holding no type of leverage over them. What's the plan? What are you doing? So regardless of what you think of Oscar De La Hoya, as I've said, he is my favorite boxer in the ring, even though I don't agree with some of the things out of the ring. Hell, majority of the things. But what I do in covering boxing, I see his vision. People want to label him this and that. He wants to put on the best fights. That's all that matters to me. As I see right now, Al Haymon has the best fighters and not putting on the best fights. Those fighters were fighting on Golden Boy cards. And now, we haven't seen a Golden Boy card with an Al Haymon fighter on it since like the Fox Sports. I don't know. I don't remember the card. I think it was when Jalen Love got knocked out. I don't remember. So what I'm saying to you is this. Let me run it down to you. Oscar De La Hoya owns 87%. So that means he's got to go to nobody and ask nobody nothing. Golden Boy Promotions is a very powerful name. Golden Boy Promotions is the company that has the Showtime deal and the Fox Sports deal. Golden Boy Promotions has, no matter if Richard Schaefer is going, no matter if they don't have Mayweather for the next fight or whatever, they have promoted the biggest fights in history. So what I'm saying is that we don't know how much Golden Boy Promotions is worth, but they're worth a lot. Even if they're not turning as much profit as they should be, they're worth a lot. Oscar De La Hoya, his money's pretty long. Pretty long. So what I'm saying is that look at the business aspect of things and look at what's been going on in boxing. If you watch as much boxing as I do, I'm looking at who's promoting the fights. I'm looking at the banners. I'm looking at the ring aprons. I'm looking at the little banners up in the rafters. I ain't been seeing no Golden Boy lately. I've been seeing the Al Haymon fighters. Oh yeah, Rancis Barthélemy, Jermaine Taylor, Andre Durrell. Yeah, I've been seeing those guys. Where's Golden Boy? If you look at Showtime for October, November, December, where are the fights? Where are they at? I saw Carlos Molina on ESPN, even though I was booked. I finally got a chance to watch it. Thank you, Al Haymon. What's going on? We're supposed to be hearing about Amir Khan versus Robert Guerrero. From my understanding, those guys are actually supposed to be Golden Boy fighters. But we're hearing that's not going to happen. What's going on? So, I got to give a shout out to Bernard, the alien Hopkins, because he's just in a comfortable position. He's the champion of the world, and he's a shareholder. And if you notice, if you've been watching all the Golden Boy fights and keeping up with all the fights, you've noticed he's at all the events, and the ones that Oscar De La Hoya is at, not at, he's there. He's like the fill-in, basically. And then I actually had the chance to listen to him speak in person, and he was talking about how since Richard Schaefer's gone, the lawsuit's over with Main Event, and he's basically got a promotion. So you may think, well, 5%, that's a small amount. No, you're missing we don't know. Bernard Hopkins is he's a promoter. So Bernard Hopkins is already set up. Right now, Oscar De La Hoya, and from what I'm understanding is, him and Oscar are cool, and honestly, I think that's the way it's to be. Like Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, like if they can get Golden Boy Promotions back off the ground, and I'm talking about like not butt heads and put the best fights on. Bernard Hopkins at 49 years old is in an excellent position, and I'm just hoping, that like he really become like a player. I'm talking about maybe sometime in the future, and I know I'm not these two guys, and I'm talking about sometime maybe in the future, like him and Oscar being fully Golden Boy Promotions and running that shit all themselves, making sure we're getting the best fights we're supposed to be, as Bernard Hopkins has always done throughout his career, and as Oscar De La Hoya always done throughout his career. These are two of the last, Oscar don't fight no more, but we got Canelo coming up. We got Pacquiao and Aaron. You see, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into the Al Haymon and the Bob Arum thing, because then it's looking like you're taking sides and all that. I'll do videos when I'm like, well, yeah, Arum cool because he wants this. Chavez should be glad he was going to get that $2.2 million for Golovkin. But then I say, well, Al Haymon is cool because he got all those fighters. He can make all the major fights when he wants to. Right now, I want you to look at this. I want you to put your business hat on. You got two major shareholders that are gone. Al Haymon is heavily associated with Staples Center through music promotion. I can't. I'm getting frustrated because I do my videos live, so I'm trying to get you people to understand that there's something major going on. There's something major going on. Remember what I said. When is the last time you seen a Haymon fighter on a Golden Boy card? When have you seen a Golden Boy card? Ever since Canelo just jumps over to HBO, some shit's going down, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live of Real Combat Media. And I'm going to make sure all breaking news, I cover that shit live. Please subscribe. Right down below is a website. We're actually running a poll for Hopkins versus Kovalev right on the right-hand side. And for you people that have been watching these videos and hearing me say this every single video and still not vote yet, you're pissing me off. So all you got to do is click the link. Once you click the link, on the right side, it's a boxing poll. On the right side is a boxing poll. Hopkins Kovalev pick. I'm going to read the results out loud. But as far as Al Haymon is concerned, as far as this NBC Sports, this Golden Boy and HBO, it's a lot of shit going on, ladies and gentlemen. I had to make a playlist so people know, like, to keep up with everything that's going on right now. I can sit here and talk for a half an hour, but honestly, I should. With everything's been going on, I got to keep track of all my time. People be framing you and shit. The long story short, I'm going to go walk the dog. T-Street Controversy Live.